So this is like a morning ritual now where every single time I have to take a shower to get ready to go to work, especially when it's very early in the morning, there's somebody who smokes intense amounts of cigars and marijuana from behind this wall right here. And the water suddenly develops some usability and safety issues that cause me to have to suddenly jump out of that shower stall when I'm trying to rinse off soap and shampoo from my body, which is already clean, and that water starts to stink like vomit. That happened 20 minutes ago. There was a sudden intense vomit smell coming out of that shower head that also then started coming out of that tap right there. And then the vomit smell dissipated 15 minutes later, but now the water is burning my skin. So it feels like it's on fire. That water also right there from that tap is having the same safety and usability issues. And when water that is supposed to be treated and clean and tested by the Boston Water Sewer Commission or whatever they're called, the Massachusetts Water Resource Authority, suddenly starts to stink like vomit or suddenly starts to burn your skin all of a sudden when it wasn't burning your skin before and it didn't smell like vomit before, then you have a saddle valve that is being used against the intake pipe to your taps. And that saddle valve is being used with a nozzle attachment to pump in whatever filth and contamination the user chooses to pump into your water supply. The Greenville Group has been using the apparent services of a psychopath, sex offender, surveillance expert who claims to be an IT expert named Jasmine Irizarry for over 10 years now. Irizarry was verifiably housed in the unit behind this wall between 2013 and 2022. And was moved out by Mr. Eliseyev, her sponsor and friend at the Greenville Group in 2022. But Mr. Eliseyev informed me in a one-to-one, in-person, face-to-face conversation that I had with him in 2023 that Irizarry continues to be housed in this building complex and that therefore she has access to the permanently vacant unrented premises of her former unit that is located behind this wall. I've actually been in and out of the hallway multiple times over the last couple of hours, just throwing out trash and food wrapping that I can't leave in this unit because there's a rodent infestation and a cockroach problem in here that the Greenville Group hasn't addressed because they're only treating my unit. And everybody knows that rodents and cockroaches are a building-wide problem. It doesn't just happen in one tiny little corner of one floor of a large multi-unit residential building where there are dozens of people leaving food out, leaving trash out, engaging in all kinds of activities that attract rodents and cockroaches. Okay, so they're not engaging in effective pest control management. They're really cheap and negligent, and they choose to only use this unit as an excuse for the cockroach and rodent infestation. This bathroom is actually clean. I don't leave large amounts of whatever lying around in this bathroom. So there should not be cockroaches in this bathroom, but they're always like behind that toilet coming from the bathroom of 78 that is permanently vacant and empty and has been mysteriously unrented for 2 years, even though the Greenville Group claims that they want their money, but then they're not using the unit behind this wall as a rental income unit. That's weird. They're just keeping it vacant and empty. They're losing thousands and thousands of dollars a year, tens of thousands, on lost rent by refusing to rent this unit behind this wall right here. Right now, there's somebody smoking in that bathroom. Every time I have gone near that wall right there, I'm smelling intense amounts of cigar and marijuana smoke that have not been coming from the hallway. Right now, I can't use that water. It's been burning my skin and smelling intermittently like vomit since 6:50 a.m., which was approximately 20 minutes after I got into the shower. So I can't finish rinsing out in this shower. I have these water bottles of clean, previously collected water that doesn't smell like vomit. And that's what I've been using to rinse myself off over the last 20 minutes. I have a tub full of bleach where I rinse off my washcloths because when I do try to rinse off my washcloths or soap and shampoo from my body or face, that water smells like vomit suddenly. And because the Greenville Group keeps referring to Jasmine Irizarry as their surveillance expert, obviously there are surveillance devices being used in this unit. That is not science fiction. Anybody with nefarious intent can purchase surveillance devices on Amazon, and they're very small, and you can stick them in corners where nobody's really going to look or have any idea that they're there. Then you can perv and creep to your heart's content. That's what Irizarry has actually admitted to doing on social media. She's not shy about admitting to her criminal activities, maybe because she thinks that they're perfectly legal, or maybe because she's being sponsored by Oleg Eliseyev, who also seems to think it's perfectly legal to use surveillance devices in the living spaces of his tenants. And then he allows Irizarry to engage in all kinds of surveillance-based harassment to prevent me from being able to do what I need to do, which is to use the premises of this bathroom right now. This is insane. I'm late for work. I'm always late for work because I keep having to jump out of that shower because the water stinks like vomit, or then it suddenly starts to burn my skin for no reason when it was not burning my skin, 15 or 20 minutes before. And then when I go down the hall to the common bathroom and use those showers, or go to another floor and use those showers, the water to those units does not burn my skin because there's no saddle valve evidently attached to the intake water pipes to those bathrooms. There is a saddle valve evidently attached to the intake water pipe to this unit, because back in 2019, Irizarry, who was officially then residing in the bathroom behind this wall, engaged in a tremendous amount of plumbing work against the pipes to this sink for approximately 2 hours on a Sunday afternoon. And the Greenville group, when I told them about it, said they had nothing to do with it and it wasn't them, and that it could have been somebody that Irizarry hired or was doing it herself. She claims to be a structural engineer who gets paid to solve problems. And evidently, one of the problems that she gets paid to solve is contaminating the water to this unit. I can't use it right now, and I need to go to work. There's like a bug crawling on my leg.
Hello, you've reached the Greenville Real Estate Group. Our office hours are from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Our office is currently closed. If this is an emergency, please press 1. Otherwise, press 2 to leave a voicemail for the front office. After the tone, please leave a detailed message with your name and number so we may get back to you when we return.
Hi there. It's right around 7:25 a.m. on Sunday, October 13th, 2024. I'm calling from Unit 89 to report that once again, I am unable to use the premises and facilities of the bathroom that you guys are charging me rent for, because your resident psychopath, who claims to be a structural engineer who is getting paid to solve problems, is smoking in the bathroom behind the wall of my toilet and my bathroom tap, which is the vacant, permanently unrented bathroom of Unit 78 that for some reason you guys have not rented for 2 years now, and they're keeping deliberately vacant and empty, which is costing you tens of thousands of dollars a year in lost rental income. There's somebody in that bathroom smoking intense amounts of marijuana and cigar smoke, and none of those fumes or odors are coming from the hallway. I've been up and down the hallway multiple times over the last couple of hours. I woke up at 4:30, went out into the hallway. The air in the hallway smelled fresh and clean, but all of a sudden there was someone in the bathroom 78 filling the area around my kitchen sink and around my bathroom sink with intense amounts of the same stinking cigar and marijuana smoke that she's been smoking in that bathroom since you officially placed her in the bathroom behind the wall of my kitchen sink in 2013. Irizarry has resided in Unit 78 since 2013. And even though you guys are keeping that unit vacant and empty right now, she is obviously permitted by you to access the former premises of her unit and engage in the same exact identical behavioral thumbprint of harassment and intrusion now as she did during the 10 years that you officially housed her in the bathroom behind my kitchen sink. At the same time, the water to my shower head has suddenly started smelling like vomit 20 minutes into my shower. It is always 20 minutes into my shower when I'm trying to rinse out shampoo and soap from my hair, and I've had to start purchasing bottled water and filling up clean water bottles with water from other taps to rinse out my hair and my face so that when the water to my shower stinks like vomit, I can actually continue to rinse off. This is ridiculous. I should not have to jump out of my shower because you're permitting Jasmine Irizarry, a known psychopath who claims to be a structural engineer, to contaminate the water to my unit using some sort of a simple, cheap, easily obtainable piece of hardware called a saddle valve that has a nozzle attachment and that you clamp around the intake pipe to any bathroom or kitchen tap or whatever you want. Then you can pump whatever filth and contamination you want. I am recording this voicemail for legal purposes. I have to be at work in an hour and a half. And once again, I'm going to be late because I keep having to jump out of my shower. The water to my shower head stinks like vomit. It has also started burning my skin approximately 25 to 30 minutes into my shower. And that does not happen when I go down the hall to the common bathrooms and finish rinsing off in those bathrooms. You guys are permitting a known psychopath to access the pipes to my bathroom and to my kitchen sink and allow her to pump in whatever filth and contamination she wants using an evident saddle valve. That's a cheap and easy use piece of hardware. Anybody can use one. I am recording this voicemail for legal purposes and will be following up with further court action. Thank you. Why is this blurry? Okay, well, left the voicemail. Now let's go down the hall and finish rinsing off, where the water is probably not going to burn my skin, although I don't know. It could, right? So just for the record, I have a head full of shampoo, and the vomit smell is not coming from my shampoo or from my hair. I've shampooed it twice, and there's also barely any water coming out of any of these taps right now. It's literally like a trickle. So somebody has deliberately reduced the volume and pressure of the water supply to this shower and to this tap because it's literally barely coming out. And that's also a problem that keeps happening whenever the water suddenly starts to stink. The water volume and pressure is suddenly cut and literally decreases by 50% or so. So, honestly, I'm on my way to work. I have better things to do than jumping out of my shower when the resident psychopath that is being paid or sponsored by the Greenville Group, as I've been informed, to engage in all kinds of harassment, and who herself claims to have contaminated the water to my tap on social media, keeps contaminating the water to my tap. I have better things to do than jumping out of the shower every time this shower water suddenly starts to smell like vomit. What the hell? It stinks so nasty in there. Not because of me, but because the water suddenly starts to smell like vomit 20 minutes into the shower when I'm literally covered with soap and shampoo. I'm not even rinsed off. I'm covered with soap right now. This is nuts. I'm going to use the bathroom on another floor in case she's somehow able to get the water to the intake pipe that feeds the taps in my unit to somehow contaminate the water to the rest of the common bathrooms on the same floor. I'm assuming it's probably safer on a different floor. It's taking an extra 5 minutes. Oh, look, trash. They just love to dump trash back here, don't they? But then they blame me for the rodent infestation. That's weird. God, as if I don't have anything better to do. Oh, sounds like I've got company. It's weird and creepy. It's 7 a.m. on a Sunday. Well, I guess I'm not the only one who needs to go to work. I can't believe I have to do this. Okay, that water smelled fine, felt fine, did not burn my skin. My skin feels fine. There's no stinking vomit smell coming from the shower head because I'm on another floor in a different bathroom. Oh, now the camera's all steamed up. Well, that was fine. See, when I change bathrooms, then the stinking vomit smelling water doesn't happen because the smell is not coming from me. It's coming from the shower water of my shower. Yeah, so this is why I'm always late for work. I have better things to do than being late for work. They're going to start writing me up because I can't use the shower in my own unit due to their psychopath, Irizarry, who themselves have admitted to contaminating the water to my unit. That's a stupid criminal right there. They're allowing their psychopath to access the intake pipe to this unit using some sort of a saddle valve, which is a very cheap, easily obtainable piece of hardware. And then if you use the saddle valve against the intake pipe to any tap, you can pump in whatever filth and contamination you want because there's a nozzle attachment. Well, at least I'm clean and my skin isn't burning and I don't smell like vomit. So there you go. Using another bathroom works every time.